Fair warning, this next story has to do with the grisly subject matter of violent crime and executions in this country, specifically the botched execution of a death row inmate last night in Oklahoma. It's raising new questions this evening about the death penalty as states deal with a shortage of the drugs used to carry out capital punishment. We get our report tonight from our justice correspondent, Pete Williams.
Shortly after the state began pumping a lethal combination of drugs into the arm of Clayton Lockett, convicted of shooting a woman and burying her alive, something went wrong. Reporter Graham Lee Brewer of the Oklahoman was one of the official witnesses.
He began kicking his feet, lifting his head and his chest off the gurney, grimacing, clenching his teeth, and a couple moments he actually mumbled.
It took an unusually long 43 minutes for Lockett to be pronounced dead. The governor postponed another execution and today ordered an independent review.
The state needs to be certain of its protocols and its procedures for executions and that they work.
Oklahoma had never before used the 3 chemicals in the combination it administered to Lockett. All 32 death penalty states are struggling to find lethal injection drugs after suppliers said they no longer wanted any part of capital punishment. Some states are turning to compounding pharmacies but refusing to disclose the sources. Last week, one justice on Oklahoma's Supreme Court said inmates are no more entitled to know the source of the lethal drugs than they would be to know whether it was a nylon or cotton rope if they were being hanged. Lawyers for Charles Warner, whose execution was also planned for last night, say the state has no idea what it's doing.
We need to know that the drugs will work the way they're supposed to so that our clients will not be subjected to a prolonged and torturous death.
Some legal scholars say Oklahoma's botched execution amounted to cruel and unusual punishment.
Very often these drug protocols are secret. In fact, the manufacturer is also secret. So basically what we have here in many situations is scientific experimentation on human subjects.
Some states are now looking for alternatives. Tennessee's legislature has approved using the electric chair if the supply of lethal drugs dries up. Pete Williams, NBC News, Washington.